Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to Meister's Mailbox, episode 1 in the series. Now, I'm going to attempt in this series to shed some light on some topics that you guys present to me and give my opinions on some of the things in this community, in this YouTube community, or our everyday lives that you guys want answering. So, I'm not going to preach that I'm some sort of counselor or fucking Tibetan monk guru status or anything like that. But YouTube is a wonderful place where people tend to like discussion and other people's points of view. So let's get straight into our first mail submission. Okay. Right. This first question comes from Harry, who asks, what is my opinion on YouTube drama? I'd just like to point out that he is one of our very own Nova members and is uploading some great content on his own channel. So if you guys want to go check him out, he's a really awesome guy. As with all the submitters, I'm going to put his link in the description. So let's get into the first question then. So YouTube drama. Now, I'm not oblivious to the fact, and I'm not going to act like I'm oblivious to the fact that YouTube strives off of the, YouTube drama side of things. It does help it in a way. Sometimes a little bit of drama does cause, some viewing going on and a bigger audience to a video or whatever. But stuff tends to get really popular when it's neighboured with controversy. However, from the question, I'm just going to assume that he means negative drama and arguments, and it's a topic that I actually really want to discuss anyway. I'd love to discuss this just because it's a subject that I often affiliate myself with, and that's not because I'm like a complete arsehole and I just want to completely go all out and say, I really love drama and I want to be doing this and I'm associating with it with myself with drama as much as possible. It's not that, because I actually try and stay away from it as much as possible, I can assure you. But because I'm a clan leader, because I lead Nova, naturally drama is something I have to handle. It's kind of something that comes my way even though I'm trying to avoid it as best as I can. People will either get annoyed from other clans at me, or people within the clan have to sort out disputes and stuff like that. And to be fair, Nova's a really good clan for it, but I know every leader in any clan will empathize with the fact that it does cause drama. So it is something I want to speak to you guys about. Now, there is a saying that goes that all publicity is good publicity, and obviously drama causes publicity. So is that to say that all drama is good? Well, yeah, in some cases maybe that's true on the side of businesses and things like that, because it helps with promotion and marketing. But I would say that on YouTube, you don't really want to be promoting yourself in a bad light. I know, you see stuff like celebrities and stuff like that, but as a person ourselves on YouTube, it's not really too good to be promoting yourself or having bad publicity. I think bad publicity is bad publicity because you're not going to have fun on YouTube if you're, the guy that's referred to as a troll and the person, going on to big people's videos and trolling and stuff like that. Because if you are going to be that guy, then you might get an extra couple of views and it might be good in that sense, but they're all going to be people that don't like you, and that ain't fucking good. And secondly, you're not going to get too far because people will always be against you doing well. And if you end up in a lot of drama, people have friends, people speak to each other, and you're just going to alienate yourself from the community. And yeah, you might pick up an extra cheeky couple of views, but at the same time, they're going to be people that don't like you. Which, if you've got priorities and you just want to get views, then that's fine. But honestly, I would definitely suggest the no drama option, or as little drama as possible. With that being said, you can't avoid drama. Yeah, try and avoid drama at all cost, in my opinion, but that doesn't mean don't argue when it needs to be done. Being able to argue is a good ability in all walks of life. I see people on YouTube like sucking up to people or arguing with the wrong person or just arguing stupidly in the comment section of controversial videos often. And basically it just looks like a battlefield between 6-year-old children, and then on the other side arrogant retards with the IQ of a small marine animal. And although people's intentions might be in the right place in those arguments, their actual actions are counterproductive, and the consequences of the argument are never good. They're never what they want. So I don't know. So in like a real life situation, say we're not talking about YouTube, and you're sitting there with your brother and your brother's on the laptop and you're trying to play Xbox, and you're wanting to play your Xbox, but you can't play your Xbox because you're lagging. So you would go into the argument, and you have two options. You can go into the argument with, you know, an emotional argument, a ragey argument, and then you got to think, well, okay, that's not going to do anything, because when you argue, you shouldn't be thinking, okay, I'm arguing because I'm trying to get one up on someone, or I'm arguing because I'm trying to release my anger, or I'm arguing, you know, for whatever reason. The only reason you should argue is to get a conclusion. The only reason anyone should argue is, or go into a debate with someone, is if they want to get something out of it. Now, that doesn't exactly mean you have to be 100% manipulative, or you have to be sly or anything like that. That is the point of arguing. If you argue, you want something different, you want something changed, or you want to assert a point of view, or you want to come to a conclusion. And if, say, in this hypothetical situation, you want your brother to get off the laptop, you wouldn't go and call him every name under the sun, because, you know, that isn't going to mean that you're going to be playing your Xbox for the next couple of hours without lagging, because it just ain't going to happen. So what you do is instead maybe come to a compromise. You explain why, you know, you want to be playing the Xbox at this certain time, and you try and work things out. And that is how you should argue on YouTube, as well as you know, any walk of life, any real life situation. I hate saying real life because everything is real life. But arguments are really hard to avoid on YouTube, and Xbox especially. You'll always find confrontation in any aspect of life, but people tend to be kind of like really brave and open to confrontation in the, you know, comfort of their own home and behind the Xbox mic and stuff like that. So the point is to choose your arguments, pick your arguments, and, you know, if you want to avoid drama as much as possible, and then you have to get in drama sometimes, the ones that you end up getting in will normally not be too much trouble for you to either win the argument or make the other guy look like a total twat. Because if you're avoiding arguments and you're a passive person, and you find yourself in an argument, then that's normally because the other guy is, you know, I don't know, like really aggressive or really, you know, trolly anyway. And I doubt that they're, you know, capable of arguing any points intellectually or forming their own points of view, countering your arguments and stuff like that, because they're just not going to be that type of person if they're constantly trying to look for arguments, and, you know, they're going to be aggressive and stuff like that. I mean, they're just not going to have any valid points if you're just being sensible. So the point is with that question, I think, just to round it off, is YouTube drama is stupid, really, when you think about it. It's so obsolete, and many of us with, you know, a few steps can avoid the drama. And it's just about going at things in a more clever way, and not just, you know, commenting something out of, you know, the heat of the moment and just thinking about it. Just, if you're going to say something, or if you know that you're confronting someone about something, try and say it productively, or at least add something, you know, to let them suggest that you're not completely trolling them for no reason. And also, I'd have to say ambiguity as well in comments. If ever you say something, make sure you say something and people are going to know what you're saying, because often I get into arguments with people, or I'll upset someone, or people will upset each other, or someone will upset me. That will normally happen just because of a comment that I've taken in a bad way, which isn't supposed to be put in a bad way. I think I talked to someone about this in the leaders chat, where someone had said something about their clan and said, oh yeah, he's good, he should be in this clan. He should be in this clan. And then the other clan said, you know, well, why are you saying that? Are you saying they're not good enough for that clan? And all they were doing was complimenting them, but because of the ambiguity, the like misleadingness of the statement, there was, you know, a little bit of confrontation caused. So make sure you're really careful with what you say if you're trying to avoid arguments. But like I said, that's pretty much it. And to be honest, some drama never hurts anyone, and sometimes it can be really entertaining, fun, and even productive if dealt with the right way. I mean, if there's a little bit of drama and then people agree afterwards that, you know, a compromise needs to be made, sometimes things can go, you know, a lot better, and often that's the case. That's the point of arguments, I guess. But anyway, that's the end of that question. Actually, there's one thing that I have forgotten, and that is something that really bugs me, is if you have a problem with someone or someone's video, don't just say something like you have a Jew nose, or you have a face like a Down syndrome child. Don't do that. That is not productive. If someone's done something wrong to you, explain why they've done it wrong to you, and why you're in the right to be annoyed at them. Don't just, you know, say random shit. It won't get you nowhere, no matter how much you're in the right. That's the end of that question. So our next question comes from Gilroy, or Monkey Business Gaming, who asks, what would my ideal career be and how much has that changed since I was a kid? Now, I have no shame in saying that I have wanted to do loads of different stuff. I guess a lot of the time, when people think of their career options, they're influenced a lot by what they do and what their hobbies are at the time. And I guess since I was a kid, I've changed a lot. Like, I used to love cricket, so maybe I wanted to be a cricketer. And I guess when you're a kid, you kind of have these delusions of grandeur, and you're like, I can do anything I want. I want to be an airplane pilot. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a fucking rocket scientist. I want to, I want to be fucking, I don't know, Spider-Man. It's not gonna happen. So yeah, obviously I wanted it to be different things when I was a kid. I'm trying to think actually what I want to do now. I'm studying law in university coming up, and that is because I do like arguing. I do like giving points of view, and I guess that is one way of doing it. It's just analytical thinking. But I don't know if I'd love the workload and stuff. I actually, when I was younger, one of the things that I really wanted to be, and I guess because going back to being influenced by things around you, when I was a kid I wanted to be a teacher, because I used to go to school and it was kind of like the thing that I knew. Like, school was the thing I knew, so being a teacher kind of seemed like comfortable and something that I wanted to do. But then when I grew up, I realized that was fucking stupid, because I don't want to fuck around with kids, like, they're annoying little bastards. So no thank you. So that kind of changed into me wanting to be a writer at one point, and that was probably because of my Lord of the Rings obsession, and anything that was cool and creative, or books or films. I used to absolutely love anything creative, and I still have like that little small part of me now where I love creative stuff and I love things outside the box. And yeah, so I did want to do that at one point, but I think I'm definitely leading towards doing something maybe towards law side, although my secret little passion and the thing that I really wanted to do was drama, or something to do with drama. Now, call me a fucking queer, but I really loved anything to do with acting, anything to do with entertainment and stuff. And I really think that's why I was so drawn to YouTube at the time, because I love the thought of being able to have an audience to speak to, and a community to be a part of, where we're like uploading videos and stuff. And I just love YouTube in general, and I think it's definitely going to be a hobby that I'm going to do throughout university and throughout all sorts of stuff, just because it is so cool to do. But yeah, I guess I wanted to be an actor and stuff when I was younger, or something to do with entertainment. I think I've always valued or prioritized people, I don't know, like, I'm not sure if this is insecure or anything, but people that value what I can, I don't know, like, who I am and what I can do. Or like, say if I acted, I know I acted on stage a couple of times, just in like little small things, and that meant so much to me when people would come up to me afterwards and say, oh yeah, you did good in that, and I'd feel like this really big sense of joy and stuff. I know it sounds like really fucking weird and shit, but it is something that I really loved, and yeah, I would really love to do something like that, and maybe in the future. But yeah, I'm sticking with law at university at the moment, but I don't know how that'll go. But yeah, that's pretty much that question answered. I'd definitely say that not knowing what you wanted to do as a career is not a bad thing. Indecisiveness might be seen as bad by a lot of people, but then I don't think many people have said that rashness and impromptu thinking has been ever a good idea either. So I think it's safe to say that it's not the be all and end all if people are undecisive, especially if you're younger. I don't think anyone really has. I think more people have not got a plan of action with their career than don't have a plan. So don't feel like you're alone if you're not sure what to do. Anyway, that was a question by Gilroy. He also has some great stuff on his channel. He'll be linked in the description. Anyway, guys, that's been the end of Mailmeister episode 1. I hope you guys have enjoyed. That has been quite a long episode, I think, something like 15 minutes. But if you guys want to start sending your own messages in and tell me what you guys want me to speak about in the future, that'd be awesome. And as always, thank you very much, and good night.